So today we're going to be exploring the Reddit age-old question, what is wrong with men? Or just, if you want to, men specifically. Okay, anyway, getting on to the first one. This is what is wrong with men on Instagram comments from the Insta Celebs Gossip group by Nervous Bonus 9126. And it looks like there's a girl wearing a coat over some kind of club outfit, and her dad went out for a morning walk at 5. So I'm thinking below age of consent because she lives with her dad, and her dad did not know, which is kind of weird. But getting on to the what is wrong with men part. Comments: average daughter of 5 fathers. Reason why every parent wants boys and not girls. The belt can fix this. And of course, I guess I see where the comments come from. It's this girl who's feeling like her comments have been disrespected because 3 guys have gone, "You're an idiot," in the comments, which, I'll be honest, guys are not the nicest of commenters. I've made some pretty snarky comments myself. But if you're going out to nightclubs as a under age of consent person and getting caught by your dad and posting about that, you kind of gotta expect to be humbled. I'm not gonna protect this girl right here. I'm sorry. Okay. So the next one, what the is wrong with men? And don't worry, guys. She is safe. She is safe. I made sure to look at that. She is safe. She did say she was safe in the Reddit post. But pretty much, this lady is talking about how she was making out with a guy, had been texting with him for almost a month, had actually background checked him, which is really weird, honestly. Like, if a girl did that to me and I knew about it, not be good. I think they do that a lot, though. I'm not gonna lie. And she's talking about all of a sudden how he grabbed her neck, and that's weird. He's supposedly a churchgoer, so like kind of kinky, not gonna lie. He didn't mind. She didn't mind. She said later in the article that she did mind, which is kind of weird. But he started to like squeeze her trachea, which is like her neck, and then slap her, which is not good. That's assault in a lot of situations. And instead of telling him anything, she just blocked him on everything, which I guess because she already told him before, he kind of deserved. But then she goes, "I love how many of you understood I was assaulted, but decided to blame me because I said the word men. Grow up, dude. Not everything's about you." Her first part, I completely understood her. That guy's uncool. But like this? Really? Really? You posted that about yourself and you're not expecting people to give you negative comments? Oh my gosh. Never touched social media in her life. Except for like the billion times she has. What's wrong with men who want traditional relationships with women? From r/feminists. That's awesome. So this one, her husband is supportive, but for some reason she says she doesn't feel comfortable with him financially supporting me. He doesn't make enough. I guess they're both teachers. Teachers, yeah, they're paid well, but not well enough. I feel bad for this guy, honestly. This guy is, oh my gosh. Let's say probably wanting to provide for his wife, but not really able to. Pretty crazy. And then she goes, bang maids, soldiers, and wage slaves. Oh, I guess for kids. Yeah, I don't know. If you don't put kids in there, they won't get a chance at a world at all, though. That's always to think about. Is a bad world better than a nothing world? And yeah. Then this guy goes, how traditional are we talking? Early 20th century? Victorian? Medieval? Biblical? Very, very good. Looking for the specification. I love it. Okay. R/R the Straits. Okay. Bye. I'm not going to say that name. This is a pretty weird one. What is wrong with straight men? Just straight up. Okay, so the one image that was attached was this one, where a guy named Reamer, and I love how every single phone screenshot, the girl's phone is dead. Like, charge your phone. You're not helping the stereotype. Charge your phone. At least they're both using Wi-Fi. That's smart. So he came in and said something extremely weird. That's not how you start off. So you may say Riz down in the comments. That's weird, Riz. And then he goes on like this domination like shriek, which is hilarious. Guys, don't do that. From experience. No, that's just weird. Girls will not respond to you. She's kind of weird for even responding to the ask it by saying ask it. Okay, next one. Reddit slash Ask Feminists by, I believe, a man, Fallen Shadow 1214. That sounds like a guy, right? Why are men so resistant to ideas of feminism and patriarchy? So that's a bit weird. Patriarchy is men in charge, and then feminism is the movement that doesn't want men to like have a ton of power, which I guess kind of makes sense, but then also like implemented very, very incorrectly and also kind of just wrong. But I think this guy was meaning the patriarchy or the matriarchy, which is where females and women rule. So this guy says like, yes, thank you. Nobody wants to be the bad guy, and they'll resist any narrative that paints them as such. This sounds like a right wing talking podcast. I could be listening to Ben Shapiro, and he would say something like this: the narrative, the deep state narrative. He'd say something like that. That's crazy. But I get it. No one wants to be the bad guy. And then this person just calls them boys, losing the privileges of patriarchy. Of course, no one wants to lose power, but like, I don't know, you can make the power argument to a lot of things. So I think it averages out. I don't know why the feminists just love saying boys. Like, you're saying you're better? Is that what you're doing? I don't know. You're saying the world is not fully about me. The world isn't fully about you either. Why are you putting yourself on top? Anyway, we should just start calling them girls, all of them. Hoes. They really hate that though, so shouldn't do that. Only emasculate men. Next one. Seriously, what is wrong with some men? I spend my entire day working through the giant task list in my head. I literally do one chore after another. My husband will follow instructions if I tell him what needs doing, but he never has the gumption to initiate a task by himself. Why are men like this? I'll tell you, because we prioritize stress relief over stress buildup. We're not wired to take more and more stress, and you aren't either. I think women and men have different ways of calming down, and men don't like exploring their problems as much. Like, women want to go through their problems and work through them, right? Whereas men they just want to avoid their problems, which a lot of the time video games, books, whatever. So that's the answer to this one. I didn't see that in the Reddit post though. I got things like this. So, woman complaining about how her husband has been off work for 6 months, doing chores, and he says you do a lot. That's pretty rare for a guy. Honestly, he fell right into that trap. She hits him with the "No way, you just realized." What an observation. And he respects the fact he fell into a trap, and he does he probably helps out, right? And then she goes, "He's a better husband now." Crazy man. You just got labeled as a husband being better. Maybe she'll say good boy next time. I don't know. Better husband. Okay, r/deep thoughts. This is the first appearance of this one by Reddit is nosy. Of course they are. Masculinity has gone off the rails. So some of the posts here include. Okay. Nice. real, real. Although, wait, doesn't that mean Diddy is a woman? I don't know. The baby oil. Okay, and then I know ending up on a bad place, but this person always sees the whole alpha male skibbity sigma as doubling down on the boyhood's insecurities instead of growing beyond them. It's transparently insecure to adults, but other insecure boys can look up to it. So kind of, I don't know. She's calling herself an adult, right? And then putting guys down as boys again. Like, I don't know. You're giving yourself a superiority complex. You're looking for a guy who like is a man, right? But you're calling all the guys who could be men boys, which is not helpful because number one, guys have egos. You're trying to play on that ego. That's what this is for. And if you successfully play on the ego, guys are not. A lot of the guys aren't stupid. They know you're playing on their ego. They might fall for it, but they're not gonna stay. They're gonna hate you for it. They're gonna come after you, and that's I think why we have a lot of divorces nowadays because these strategies of feminism are not working, and they're inlaid in everything, as well as the alpha male thing not working. But there's a middle ground, and I feel like both sides have gone. Feminism went crazy, and then alpha male stuff went crazy. Um, great stuff. But that, honestly, that is a laughable video right there. Lots of people have very funny things to say about feminism and why are men so bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I tried to put in as many memes as possible because this is a meme YouTube channel, but had to do something like that because fill in the base part. And by the way, yes, ladies, you would call me a boy, I believe.